Real quick before this video starts, I just want to say a massive thank you to Chivo for editing this video. He has edited all of the Beatles solo reactions up to this point, so I greatly appreciate it. All of the Beatles solo reactions I've done up to this point are in a playlist on my channel. It can be found in the link in the description and at the end card at the end of this video, so make sure you check any of the ones you haven't out yet. I am going to be posting all of them as I go along through the Beatles solo discography. Also, thank you for 2.5k. We're a quarter of the way to 10k. I want to get there. I really want to get there. That's like my ultimate goal for this channel, is like getting to 10k. I want to see if maybe we can hit it next year. Maybe if I start cranking out some content and people start like subscribing a bunch, which you should, maybe, just maybe, we can hit 10k next year. Anyway, enough yapping. Like and sub, let me know what you think of the sound down below, and yeah, enjoy the reaction. Alright, Red Rose Speedway. I've heard one Wings album. I've heard Band on the Run, right? Yeah, we listened to Band on the Run. So Band on the Run's good. It's really good. I liked it a lot. This album, this got a 70 user score. It's not too bad. Yeah, let's see how the album is. Track 1, A Big Barn Bed. Awkward transition. Okay, that song had its moments. I think that the outro there was pretty fantastic. When it sort of just got to this massive explosive moment, and yeah, that song, yeah, the outro I thought was pretty fantastic. It had its like catchy elements, I suppose, but on the whole, it just didn't leave any real impression. It just kind of felt like a very standard sort of 70s like country influence rock track. It just didn't stand out, you know? Didn't really impress me in any way. There's nothing I can really recall about the track besides the outro. It's just kind of standard. Give it like a solid 6, I guess. It's okay. My Love. Hey, I gave it a 6. It's a positive score. So short. They're like average length. First one's like nearly 4 minutes. This one's 4 minutes. Next one's 4 minutes. There's an 11-minute song on this album. The song's been pretty boring up to this point, but this solo is nice. Okay, the song was sweet enough. It had a couple of, I had a couple of sweet moments throughout it, you know. Nice solo in there. I think Paul McCartney's vocals are really sweet on that one. But on the whole, the song just moved at a snail's pace and did nothing for me. Sure, I could move to it a little bit, but when actually paying attention to the song, it's just boring as hell. It's perfectly fine background music at best, but once you actually start paying attention, there's not really much here. It feels very much like it's just sort of crawling its way to the finish line and just taking forever to get there. I would give that one like a high 5. Get on the Right Thing. Yeah, I agree. It's one of the worst fade outs ever. That was so bad. That was the genius of it. Ringo set this really unfortunate standard to where drummers just kind of had to be boring as fuck. Straight up. And then people would always use this to be like, oh, he's just playing to serve the song, guys. He's serving the song. And it's like, yeah, Danny Carey serves the song, but he's not boring. Joey Jordison serves the song, and he's not boring. Dave Grohl serves the song, and he's not boring. Ringo serves the song, and it's like, okay, he's there. I don't fucking remember what he did. Well, I do remember what he did. He played a 2-1-4 rock beat. And then people go, whoa, what? Ringo is a 7 out of 10 drummer, okay? And I will hear nothing but. He was the first person to serve the song, guys. All right, so you got Paul McCartney doing most of this shit. Linda McCartney. All right, I'll just show this. Denny Lane on vocals, guitars, bass, and harmonica. Henry McCullough on lead guitar, backing vocals, and percussion. And then Danny Saywell on drums and percussion. Okay. You would say he's a 10 just because he was cute. Hey, I can't argue with you there. He is a silly guy indeed, you know? Comparing metal alt-rock drummers to pop? But I'm not saying... Oh my Jesus Christ. Okay, look, I'm not saying that their styles are comparable. I'm saying that there are examples of drummers who are interesting and can serve a song. Ringo has a handful of memorable parts. He has what you got: Come Together, Ticket to Ride, and Tomorrow Never Knows. Maybe She Said, She Said. I can think of 4 Ringo parts that I can even remember. But then you have Dave Grohl. I can remember his parts. I can remember so many of his parts. Danny Carey, every song he plays on is a memorable part. Serving the song does not equal being as boring as possible. You can still be interesting and have a song be elevated. You can still do something. And that's not me saying Ringo's bad. He's like a 7 out of 10. 7. Good. He's good enough. He's fine. It's just, I don't like, I fucking hate hearing the rhetoric of, oh, he's the best because Beatles. Ringo wasn't even the best drummer in the Beatles. Playing something boring and consistent is harder than throwing it. It's not. No, it's not. That's what people will tell you. People will be like, oh, it's actually a lot harder. It's not. Playing a 2-4 beat is Fucking easiest thing. It's so easy, not throwing in any fills. It's like walking. It's essentially the equivalent of walking. People use the cope of, oh, it's really difficult. Try playing one of his beats for 5 minutes straight and you'll see how hard it is. It's like, okay. And then it's like, no, it's not. Exactly, he did his job, but he didn't do more. He did his job and that was it. He didn't provide anything like more than that. Whereas other drummers do. They provide you so much more. You can hear the difference between a pro and amateur drummer by listening to a 2/4 beat. I mean, not really. Doing something mind-numbingly boring for 6 minutes is... I mean, not really. And also, that doesn't mean it's good. It's just a dumb exercise. Anyway, Get on the Right Thing. Best song so far. Low 7. Flat 7, I think. It's the catchiest so far. It's the most charming up to this point. I feel like the song has the most of note about it. If you can't, perhaps you're the amateur. I've not been playing drums for very long. I'm not going to sit here and say I'm a professional, because I'm not. I am still learning the instrument. I think the Beatles would have been better if they had a better drummer, because I think that their drummer was doing loads of technical fills. It wouldn't have fit the music. I'm not saying it needed to be technical. I'm just saying a lot of the parts could have been more interesting. Like, there are so many songs that I'm listening to it, and it's like, well, it could be nice to have some tom stuff going on here, or maybe switch over to the ride cymbal for a bit, but it's just the same thing again and again and again and again and again. Would be nice to have some variety. You get a little bit of variety. Again, I'm not going to say you don't have your Come Togethers or your Tomorrow Never Knows or your Ticket to Ride, but for the most part, it's just a little bland. One More Kiss.
2, 3, 4.
I'm liking some of the folky influences that this album has. You got some of that on the first track, and you're getting a little bit of it here as well. It's kind of sweet. It's implemented decently well. Okay. One More Kiss. Surprisingly enough, that little 2-minute track is my favorite so far, 7.3. I don't know, I just like how simple that one was. It's just a very laid-back, relaxed track, kind of folky, very sweet vocal performance from Paul McCartney there. I don't know, it's just a simple, sweet enough song that does its job well, and is definitely the most digestible out of any of the tracks up to this point. Not bad. Little Lamb Dragonfly, 6.5 minutes. Not really interested in Wings, but you can appreciate it helping Paul out of a dark time in his life. Kind of same here.
For you realize I can help you out, but we may never meet again.
I don't know, man. This song just kind of feels like a less interesting Beatles track, to be honest. Little Lamb Dragonfly. This song just felt like a less interesting Beatles track. You could tell me that's a Beatles song and I would buy it. I'd be like, yeah, sure. I don't know. It didn't really grip me. It's 6.5 minutes or so. What was it? 6.5 minutes, was it? Yeah, 6.5 minutes. It's so tedious. The song just loses all of its charm by the halfway point, and then you've got the entire rest of the track to sit through, and it just such a drag. It's not the worst thing in the world. It's not a bad song necessarily, but it's a far fucking cry from being good. It's like, again, a low 5. Low 5. It's whatever. Single Pigeon. This album's Paul trying to appeal to the US market.
Through the railings, did she throw you out? Do you need a pal for a minute or two? You do. Again. Me too. Me too. I'm a lot like you. Me too. Me too. Me too. I'm a lot like you. The Sunday morning fire about Saturday night.
Okay. This album seems to be finding its strongest moments in its simplest moments. When the album is just stripping itself back and being just this relaxed, chill, laid back, sort of just very intimate intimate experience, Jesus Christ. That's when it's best. Ram was better. Ram was better. That's right. Ram was much better. Yeah, like a moment like that, I feel like it's actually, pretty solid. Like a high 6. It's fine. It's whatever. It's like, it's positive, you know, it's in the green. People and critics said Ram was shit and then he tried to do something different. Well, the people and critics were wrong. Ram is, like, infinitely better than this. When the Night. Can I waft? What do you mean?
Was marvelous and yellow, and the light of the night fell on me. Oh, little darling, don't you know?
Yeah, Ringo's solo stuff is definitely the weakest. Yeah, his solo stuff's just not that memorable across the board. When the Night, holy shit, this album... Look, this album's whatever, dude. I don't hate this, but I'm deeply unimpressed. Especially considering what Paul McCartney would do on, like, his first solo album and Ram, stuff like that. This is just lacking any charm. It's lacking in any memorability. Yeah, not even the Wings' best out. Yeah, Band on the Run is so much more fun, so much more lively. Has so much more of an actual tangible presence, you know? I don't even know what I'd score that shit, man. Like a flat 5, I guess. It's just I have nothing to say about it. It's all just kind of boring soft rock, you know? Loup, First Indian on the Moon. Okay, the sound play is actually kind of interesting here. Proto post-rock. I believe that's called pre-rock. I agree. I think this is hands down the best song on the album. And that's not a good thing. Exactly. This could have been such an interesting direction to take things instrumentally. Paul and Wings this the album of the year? Maybe. But at that point, I might as well just make a Beatles side project list in general, like all of the Lennon stuff and the Harrison stuff as well. I've not heard any full Ringo albums, I don't think. Have I been sent in a Ringo album? It's the best song on the album so far. Solid 7. It's not a good thing that that's the best song, by the way. That's just a bad sign about the album. The fact that this just fun instrumental with a nice bass line, some cool electronic effects, that's the standout. That's the thing I'm going to remember most from this album. Okay. Song's a thumbs up, but what it represents for the album is bad. 7.5, yeah, fun instrumental, great bass line, so much cool electronic shit going on throughout that track. I think it's well paced, and I think that that would have been a much better instrumental direction to take the album as a whole. Final song, Medley.
I've waited all my life for you. Hold me tight. Take care of me and I'll be right. Hold me tight. Hold me tight. Hold me tight. You won't be going out tonight. Candlelight. Make love to me and make it right. Hold me tight. 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 Oh, lazy dynamite. Oh, lazy dynamite. Oh, lazy dynamite. Oh, lazy dynamite.
The song's actually surprisingly working. The way all of these different tracks are transitioning into each other and being brought into one big thing actually makes sense.
Oh, lazy dynamite. Oh, lazy dynamite. Oh, lazy dynamite. Can't imagine myself falling head over heels.
Like that, it's just these sharp transitions into the other songs in the medley.
I knew for the first time
It's pretty cool.
one I've been dreaming of. I can't get over myself. But when I saw you last night, I knew for the first time you were the one I've been dreaming of.
All of that to end on a fade. All of that to end on a fade. Wow. Song was fine. It was honestly pretty good. 11 minutes is pushing it. That's pushing it. You know, all of the individual pieces of that track are fine enough. There were some nice, catchy moments throughout that. There was some parts where I felt like the songs in here should have been the songs that landed on the album. Like Lazy Dynamite and Hands of Love, why are they not actual proper tracks? But then, like, Little Lamb Dragonfly is, or When the Nights is. The songs on this medley feel like they could have replaced the actual album tracks. Like, why is it that those are relegated to just being on the medley when they are so much better than a song like When the Night or Little Lamb Dragonfly? But still, the song itself, it's fine. I like the middle section of the track, but the beginning, the first like 3 minutes of the song, and the final decent chunk of the track, I don't even remember how long it was is just boring. Just, the song just completely, it didn't have me in the beginning and it just lost me at the end. I'm feeling a high 5 on the medley. Just below a 6. This album was an album that exists. This was an album, basically. This was a disappointing, underwhelming, forgettable experience of an album. It didn't provide anything memorable, didn't provide anything that I'm going to be coming back to. Even the songs that I liked, the ones that I gave 7s to, I'm not going to return to this. There was not a single moment on here that I thought lived up to the Paul McCartney's early solo stuff, like Ram and his debut. You got the fucking Wings, the Wings' next album, Band on the Run, which is infinitely superior to this. This is just flat and lifeless. Only return to the singles from this album. Not even going to return to those. There's nothing I'm going to come back to, even the songs I liked. Look at that, Rodemar even added up the score for me. 63. Feels generous. In Paul's defense, his hair is really good at this time. Wow. Thank you all so much for watching this video. Massive thanks again to Chivo for editing this one. Let me know what you think of this album down below and how it compares to other Beatles solo albums for you. Check out all of my other Beatles solo reactions that are up on my channel. You can see them in the playlist somewhere around here. Like and sub if you haven't. We are on our way to 3K. And yeah, I'll see you all whenever I next stream or upload. Bye bye.